You got it.
Welcome to another movie. In this movie, same as the last one, I will be showing my main ships. Blueprints for those ships are free, so you can download and print if you want and modify if you like. Of course, the sun just went behind my cap ship, so you will see only from the short distance. This is a Antlion, this is a starting ship. I just showed that in the last movie, and we will move to the main miners. There are two main miners. One is Black Banshee Mine, one is Black Banshee Evo, also called as Black Banshee 1. This is generation number 4 of this exact ship. Difference is this one is 500 crates, this one is 1004 crates, and this one have additional chassis in the middle and some box chassis because of the mass. This one goes 143 if I remember. This one goes 125 when it's, of course, when it's empty. So that's the main difference. They are built the same, just this one is a version of catted Black Banshee, so it's slightly shorter. I will be showing probably this one because it's shorter, it will be less distance. It's almost the same, the functions are the same, it's just the length. So first thing first is let's look it from the outside. Everything is plated. I don't think it's still charodium on the plating, I don't remember. Back in old days those plates were charodium. I think it still is, I'm not sure. Massive wall of Changa chassis. Let me just align to it because it's, oh, there we go. So there are 4 panels around the ship. Those are emergency panels. So you got things like turning off mining, avoidance system, cruise, auto approach, automatic air brake, emergency safety function, locator, and 2 basic displays with a bridge that you can connect to. This is designed just in case if you will get the ship into runaway that will be flying away from you and you don't have the emergency safety function, then you can log off, log back in, catch the ship and just turn off cruise or anything from the back panels. And there are 2 on the back, 2 on the front, on the top. If you wonder, Mint Mining is my sub company. I'm actually in the Karos project, not currently, but if the game will become more active I will get back to that channel. This is a spot for navlogger in here. So I don't have any ship with built-in navlogger. I'm using, if you don't know, navlogger is needed to make a location where you want to jump with your cap ship. You make a chips and the ship is jumping to those chips. You just put a monitor in here on top of this plate, not the plate, the socket in here. It will automatically connect with that small duct. You just build entire thing behind that monitor, and then you just need like 1 bolt for each piece. You don't need a lot, it will show durability, but it doesn't matter. Then you click this button in here that will crank up the generators to high power mode, and just input the chip, set the name, click start, and you just make a chip. Then you just put everything into the pocket. It will show that those parts are damaged, but when you throw it into the Capel ship inventory and pick it up, it will be magically repair themselves. So this dome around in here, this is a protection dome just in case if you hit asteroid. There are some collision absorbers that you can see in here. Those are those small pieces here. They just absorb most of the collision. Mostly just go inside, asteroid go inside and take some rangefinders from what I tested. Rangefinders are mostly hidden. You can see in here some lights for the light animation, main lights for the mining. You got 4 around the dome and 1 in middle. The only problem with this ship is that only 2 ore collectors for 8 lasers, so They don't fully keep up with the mining, but still not a super big issue. But this allows me to have a cockpit inside and have a full view from the asteroid, not being covered with any lasers or something like that. Each laser, the 8 lasers, have its own rangefinder that's activating the laser only when they see target, same as on Antlion. This one is just slightly more advanced. The rangefinders are also used for detecting asteroid size, and they also are used for avoidance system. So it's at least the side ones and top ones are used also for the asteroid detection. The basic cockpit, also collision absorbers. You got another bridge on the bottom. This is a power bridge in case you have some handheld devices with a battery and a bridge on it, so you can connect to the ship and you can send only power through. What else do we have? Additional 2 chairs on the side, 2 chairs on the insides that are also used to get into the ship. So let's start actually from the inside. So you get Reconstruction machine, and this is very important. When you print the ship, doesn't matter if you got a kit, link to it. This is very important because if you lost the ship or you get killed by the lasers, you click escape, you go insurance transfer, and it will show you range to the ship. And you can pinpoint where the ship is, in which direction, how far, and that's how you can find the ship. That's why this thing is very important to do. Another thing is you need to set a ID. So this is for the new speed meter from Takes that is in here. And if you got 2 same ships, for example, I will have 2 Black Banshee mine, you need to set different name for the other one, or it will detect speed from that one, because that's how that thing is working. So you just look at it, open Universal Tool. Of course you need to have data tab on, so let's do that again, and you just set a custom name in here, and that's very important to do. You get the speed meter reset, just in case if something will happen, it will reset it. Frame rate, if you have different frame rate set up in the game, like a 120 or something like that, or 30, you need to input the number with some number like 0.2 on the end. This is a setting for the ship on the eco mode. If this thing is on, the generator will not burst first. Boosting is setting generator to 100% first, then after reaching that and battery is full, it will power down the generator. If that button is on, then it will not boost, and it will use only 4 lasers. It's good for like Chimos, where you don't need all those lasers because asteroids are small. This is only turning on the boost, that's optional. You got a lamp in here, actually 2 lamps, red ones on the here. This is a emergency protection system. There are few things that makes this ship protected. First thing, if something will happen and some turrets will start to freak out, you can click stop, and this will stop entire YOLO system except of few of them. So you can see protect found a problem, system stop. When I unclick it, it will show that system is okay. It's checking if memory chips are present in the system, because that will make most of the YOLOs freak out. It's checking if there is a durability in the system, because that will also mess up. It's also checking if cockpit is connected to the ship through this ducting here. If something will happen and you will use the cockpit, all the buttons are missing in the system, and this system is checking if that's happened. Then you got additional pilot chair with some basic functions of flying in here that you can use for moving the ship. It's a emergency chair, but it's from what I saw when people are using those ships, it is very important to have a additional chair. You got crafting benches with all the add-ons except of bender, because metal bender is not used in the system. Spare fuel rods, hold with the button. You got 12 of them, 12 generators all around in here. You can access the fuel rods from the side. I never change fuel rod on them. I always repair the ship. I don't think probably new players and role players are still changing fuel rods, but it's lasting quite long. They are fully boosted. So like on Black Banshee is like 4 full ships, so that's 4,000 Oz without shell even to fully drain the fuel rod. Then from the outside you can see that there is a furnace. Furnace is used to make alloys. So this one is actually empty. I need to no, sorry, it's full, it's 100%. You just click belt. There was 2 furnaces on it, that's why there are 2 buttons, but I reduced to only 1. You just click this button, it will charge the furnace and turn it off. It does take a lot of power. Remember, after charging it, you want to save blueprint. That's quite important, because when you repair, this thing will be full again. So when you are crafting alloys, you just craft alloys, repair the ship, craft alloys, and etc, etc. Now with the cockpit, 2 YOLO readers on the sides, just in case if you want to check something or modify something. I think we'll start from the left side. Continuous, this is turning on continuous mode on the scanner. So when you click scan and you scan asteroid, if this is not pressed, then the scanner will turn off. If this is pressed, it will go into so-called ore hunter mode. So for example, in here on the right side, I can select what ore I am searching. For example, I want Arcanium, and then I turn on continuous mode, and the scanner will keep on until I found that specific ore. If not, I need to turn it manually. If this thing is off, it will just scan and turn off after each scan. Ore Hunter is working like this. If you are scanning a asteroid and in that asteroid is the ore that you selected, you will hear ping sound, and also number on the left will show. This is total scans, and this is scans of selected ore, how many you found, and on the right side you got the total scans. So in here there is a language select for scanning. It's not changing all the language like text, it's changing names of ore and crystal, because the scanner is removing that to fit more information on the screen. In here you can select that. Sadly, it doesn't support the Russian language because they have completely different ore names, and all other languages are using the same names of ores, just different ore and crystals. So sorry, could not get that thing to work. This is a direction button, this is a compass, so when I click this, those 4 buttons on the front will change color to blue. Now when I click this, it's locked into this position, so when I turn right, it will show me that I need to go left. When I go left, it will show me, okay, it's somewhere in here. There is some wiggle to it, I set it up for some degrees. If I go more left, it will show, and of course it's doing the same up and down. It will show me that I need to go down and I need to go up. No one is using this, but I did put the gyroscope in, so why not use it? You got a horn, because must have. Same as on Unlion, this lever control turning speed, so this is the lowest, this is the highest speed. There are a lot of thruster that can move that. Mostly when the ship is empty you start like this, when it's full you end up somewhere in here. So it's like an indication of how full the ship is, because you need to increase that or the ship will just not have enough power to turn. This is speed lever, this is the slowest speed, this is the highest speed. It does move slightly when I switch that. That's because it's setting a value on the lever behind me. so it will move slightly, mostly forward. It doesn't do that on the reverse. Then you got the speed display in here, you got the range display in here. Range will work each time the main rangefinder is working. It's in front of me right now on the scanner. This will change the range depending if it's beyond 100 or below 100, so the bar will change the let's call the resolution. Then you got ESF. ESF is the emergency safety function, same as on Antlion. It's detecting implier. So for example, if I turn on cruise and I jump off, cruise will automatically turn on. If for example I turn on mining and I am mining especially outside of the safe zone, I jump off, lasers will turn off, protecting you from being killed. One guy printed this ship, he did not connect to the reconstruction machine, did not turn that thing on, got killed by the laser, and took him a while to find back the ship. So that's why this thing is so important to have. You got the fuel readings. You can see I did mine. It's showing you how long in hours it will last on the current generator setup, how much propellant. It will show you the distance when you are flying full speed, especially it will show you how far you can fly on the fuel rods. Sound button is turning off most of the sounds in the ship. So for example, if I turn off generator, it will show me that generator is off and I got a alarm. So just it's doing the same for the fuel, for the propellant, durability, and a few other things. But if I turn that thing off, it will go back on the status panel to the normal one, but still there is the error in the system. So let's turn that thing on. This is status panel. You got the generator, now it's in eco mode. It doesn't need anything, so it's in low power. The battery in here. So this is a air brake. Air brake is used also for ESF when you jump off. For example, let's turn on the jump off. Let's turn on. It's hard to see where I'm aiming. So for example, I'm flying with the cruise, half speed, then I jump off. And now the ship, we'll try to get out. Now the ship got a brake turned on and it's stopping the ship in the spot. It's automatic, you can turn that manually, but mostly it's used for the emergency safety function. When you jump off, brake will turn on automatically and will not turn off until you stop the ship. So you, just in case, you always may want to turn that thing off, or it will just fight with you trying to stop the ship. Cruise, of course, that's normal. So collect is turning on the all collectors on the sides. After some time the collector will turn off automatically, because that's quite amount of power. So you can just turn it on to collect some ores. If it's still something to collect, you'll click collect again. Wave is a sweep. That means it's laser movement. I will show that in the moment, so you can have them stationary. Cruise we know, scanner we know, mining is turning on the mine. I will show that in a moment. And then in here you got lights. This is one of the animations on the ship. It's just for show. The other button is animation. This is making the turrets move in a order. Like I said, mostly just for show. You want to be fancy. Locator, this will show information about the location, ship damage and no damage, collision, if you are in safe zone, and if the station, if you can put the station. You cannot, because there is my friend station below us. Then in here you got auto approach and avoidance. So if you click on avoidance, all the rangefinders will turn on. I will turn on ESF just in case. And when you, I will set it to minimum. When you click cruise, it will automatically start flying with the speed that you selected in here. So I will move intentionally into a asteroid. So it's detecting asteroid, it's showing me from which direction, it's going backwards, trying to avoid it, and then it will continue follow forward. So now it's stopping to coast and continue fly forward. It's flying slow, and like I said, with the ESF on, if you jump off, avoidance will turn off and automatically it's turning on brake to stop the ship. So you can see the brake is on right now. It's stopping the ship. Doing some small adjustment. I will align like that. 0, and the brake is off. Now, about the mining. So we got a tier 10 in here probably. Let's back up a little bit. For flying between asteroids, I always suggest to fly in this speed. Of course, when you are flying fully to a asteroid, you can go full speed. Now, when you click scan, it will turn on 2 guide beams and 4 asteroid detection. You can see that those rangefinders are misaligned. This is a problem with turrets. To fix that, you can always turn on and turn off mining. This will do, you can see a wiggle on lasers, and then they are magically fixed. So if I point at the asteroid, it's empty, so those 4 rangefinders are set up for tier 9 asteroid. That means that's a tier 10 because it's bigger than that. I'm using Gauss rifle that got one of the best zooms. You can see I don't have any ammo for it. So that's first thing. I can check how big asteroid is compared to those 4 dots. I can check that all 4 of them are light up. That means it's bigger than tier 9. And you probably can hear that I got a pink alarm that is telling me that's a tier 9. So after finding that, after some time you will not use that, but you can turn on auto approach. When I click this, it will automatically approach asteroid. Because there is a scanner turned on right now and there is no mine, that means it will approach to 100 to 80 meters, if I remember, 80 or 90 meters. That means it's approaching into the scanner range mode. So we can see in here, it's not the fast. After some time you will not waste time for auto approach. You will just approach asteroid into that 100 meters and just scan it, then approach closer and start mining. But we don't, I just want to show the auto approach. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1, and now the scanner is on. So we got Vocarium 81 stacks with ice 189 stacks, and that's a tier 10 asteroid and 1 scan. So for example, if I set this all radar to Vocarium, Zalium, Vocarium, and I scan it again, I get a ping, 1 number on the selected O's, 2 total scans. So now it just stopped in this range. If I want to go into the mining range with auto approach, I just turn on mine, turn on auto approach, and it will stop closer. Like I said, mostly it's pointless. You can, after some time, you will just know enough this ship to know where it will be easy to stop. It's reducing reverse thruster when going in the mining mode, so be aware of that. It will take slightly more power. That's a protection from going forward and reverse. So now it's using only 4 lasers because generator is on 25%. On 40% it will turn on another 4 lasers. There are 6 different laser movements going in the order, and it's switching every few seconds. So now we got full power. Like I said, turning off wave will turn into static mode. That's more easy to mine the rest of the ore. Just keep in mind it does mess up the scanner, the asteroid size detection, so you want to turn that thing off after. Need to get slightly closer to get to the asteroid. When you're approaching asteroid, mostly tap it, don't hold it, it will start swaying. Get this Vocarium, we'll be mining it. So normally I will just leave those few stacks because this is not a rare ore. But for example, if I want to get the ice, then it's quite easy. The laser motions are different, some of them are slightly wider, some of them are more on the inside. This one is total random, for example. I will take some ice. I don't need any ores, I got full. Oh, you can see the ship is full right now because it stopped collecting. I think it's full. No, what I'm saying is 500 crates, sorry. So this is this one can take 2 full tier 10s with the shell, or I think it's 8 or something like that. Not 8. What am I talking about? 6. No, one. Then you just if I can aim to the hell is that? There we go. Then you just turn on scan. You can mine manually, of course. You can just go with the pickaxe, get that up. Oh, you bastard. Get that one less chunk. If that's, of course, if that's Cresium, Imbrium, Arcanium, Vocarium, it's not needed. And that's most of the functions on this ship. So for example, now the ship is slightly more heavy. I just increased the turning. It will be quite hard to find the cap ship. Yeah, there we go. There are some other things, like for example, if you are flying with the cruise and you hit reverse on the ship, cruise will automatically turn off. Most of the things, if you don't know how to, you can go from the chair directly inside. If you don't know what buttons are doing, this is where you can don't go away. This is a manual where all the buttons are described, just in case if I miss something. This is a ship info yellow where you got all the information. Oh, it's 136, sorry, when it's empty, and 62 on a full lithium. Then you got also one thing that I did forget, those buttons in here, they are changing the bridges on the sides into the refill mode. That means you can have a large, for example, tank with the bridge on it, and that thing set to output, and then you click this button and this will accept that propellant. Normally it's just sending the propellant to other ships because that's how they are working. And I think that's the most of it, of the things. There are probably way more functions on this that I forgot and just mostly not using them, but mostly, like I said, it's just those two levers, scan, mine, and that's all you need for using this ship. Ore radar is very useful. I suggest to use that when you are searching for some Arcanium or some other rare resources. It's more easy. That's why I got the Black Banshee mine, because it's smaller, it's easy to go between asteroids compared to the big Black Banshee. because that one is longer, so it's slightly harder to go between some dense fields, but still they turn in the middle of the ship, so if you got a asteroid in front and you rotate, you know that you will not hit it with the back of the ship. ESF is on, so now the brake is turning on, and that's all you need to mostly know about this. Like I said, this is a free blueprint for all free ships. Same for the Antlion, Black Banshee. There are way more ships that I got, but those are the most important. So you can download the blueprint for free. You can repaint that. You can do whatever you want. Just be careful with the YOLOs. They are connected to each other, so changing one YOLO may cause some problems. Still, you can repair the ship, and some options of modifications with the hardware, I mean some builds, but software is slightly delicate. So that's all I wanted to show you, so see you in the next movie.